Hello everyone, I am Tacit, and welcome to the Gems of War, Campaign 12, Day 10. Wait, I did that in the wrong order. Campaign 12, Week 10, Day 6. So, today, of course, second to last day of campaign. Definitely make sure to finish that out if you haven't already. That's not campaign. Wait, where are my campaign? Wait. Oh, there it is. It was off screen. I was like, wait, I'm missing my whole leftward stab. Of course, there was that glitch that was happening, so hey, you have even more tasks to go get it done with. But yeah, definitely make sure to go get it completed, especially if you put out for the paid side there. Get the good old Elder Dragon, which is definitely at least the better end of mythics we've gotten from campaign passes like this. That's nice. Aside from that, of course, we still have the Lunar New Year and the Kingdom event still going on. Lunar New Year, I believe we might actually have enough points to be able to go get the armor tonight. So we'll have that before the holiday, as Lunar New Year actually takes place tomorrow. Aside from that, no, we do not want that. We do still have the Kingdom Pass going on as well, which is ongoing, and we should have that done by Thursday. If we don't buy anything extra, you'll be able to reach 50 without spending any gems whatsoever or money. Though, of course, the paid side is locked behind that $8 or regional equivalent. Aside from that, we're mostly going to be opening Valkies today. We're still going to get done like all the basic dailies and everything, but as far as guild events, guild looks like we're pretty much done. Obviously, raids already completely finished, so don't even need to touch that at all. And Word event, the scoring's a little bit weirder for this week, so we technically aren't all the way done. Though we're so close, so I'm probably just going to wait it out. Because the guild's going to have us covered. Let's see, are we dead last? See, we're not dead last. We're contributing. We are 5th to last. At least on that one anyways. And of course, Isabel's doing amazing, and El Loco's normally pretty high up there as well. Anyways, so we're primarily just going to be focusing on getting down to dailies real quick. And then basically just opening Valkies the rest of the time. Maybe do 100 Valkies, 150, at least 70 for sure. Definitely want to get under 2,000. This is definitely the stream where we 100% get under 2,000 Valkies. That is the goal. Should easily be able to do. Might even do more than 70. Anyways, hello Tyrion. Hope all the Pokemon hunting has been going well. Hello Isabel. Hello Barbara. Hello Genki. Hello Jonian. Hello Dwight. Hello Supernova. Hello Roman. Hello Imperial. Oh, hello everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And of course, earlier today we did end up doing the entirety of oh no. I was like, well, are we gonna actually get a good one for once? No. But we did the entirety of a game I've been meaning to play for a while now, which is Death's Door, and it was pretty fun. Little bow bird. The bow does not work the way I wanted it to, though. It has, like, such a weird delay that even when you have it maxed, there's still, like, that ever so slight delay. And it definitely, like, slightly took away from the enjoyment, but overall, it was still a really good game. I enjoyed it. A little short, though. Like, main storyline took, like, 8 hours. Which, not super long. Not super short, either, depending on how you look at it. But for more of like an RPG kind of thing, or, you know, like the type of game that it is definitely towards the slightly shorter side. Okay, we'll take that one down. That's fun. We'll need a convert over there. Unfortunately, we'll have that impervious to have to deal with. Also, how on earth are you not dead yet? Well, devour for the overkill, that'll work. That will do it. You hunt and you eat them? No, don't eat the Pokemon. Don't do it. Like, stun's not really doing much to us. Is there anything important that's really stopping? I don't believe it is. So why does this other computer keep doing the verify thing? I find that really funny sometimes. The other computer is so slow that YouTube thinks we're a bot. Sometimes. Which I'm not even sure how that would even work. It's always like, hey, you need to go verify your account thing. But it only does it when it, like, idles on the page. Let's see. We don't have a good convert here, so it's gonna explode everything. Get our good old Zolgoth down. Not for enough to kill, but that might. Nope, but Zolgoth definitely will. The insta-kill. Oh, so we still have 69 ingots. Or ingot orbs. It still hasn't changed, so that will be changing very soon. Oh, so hello, Barbara! Welcome. Oh, wait, we have an extra turn there. Might as well grab it from the board. We do have some good converts, too, so might as well go for that as well. Get rid of the most annoying threat, which is oddly enough the resummoner. Just so we don't have to deal with it. We're going to deal with the dragon last, because this thing will kill itself out. Worst comes to the worst. At this point, since it's a 1 in first now, we'll just keep it there. And there we go. Alright, and that's dungeon for today. Fortunately, I believe we're 1 day short on trying to RNG egg on finally getting the brown dragon. Haven't seen it yet. Oh no, we're actually 2 days short. Unless we find a Dragonite gnome. Still have not found a single Dragonite gnome since they have released. But in all fairness, we very rarely farm locations where we can. That's not completely true, because every single time we keep going for these crowns, every single one of those battles has a chance for the new gnome. Before we go do that, though, let's see if we actually have enough. Let me double check. What's the math on this? It is 26. Let's say 27. 27 times... Let's just say 26. Let's say even 25 times 6 is... Oh yeah, that's enough. We're going to have enough points. Why are we even doing the math? That's way more than enough. Yeah, let's go get our armor. Or half of our armor. Look at it. No face. But that's because it doesn't have a gender for the other one. Anyways, let's go get this real quick. Because we actually are within range to get it today. It would have been tomorrow, but because we threw the extra 100 the other day, that will actually be enough to get it tomorrow night. I mean, tonight, instead of tomorrow night. Whereas originally it would have been tomorrow night if we didn't throw that other 100. The only reason I threw that other 100 is I believe we needed to also get the power orb. And of course, having another power orb on how many power orbs we already have is not particularly great. However, it's more than what we had. And for a couple hundred, I still feel like it's worth it. Like, for that cheap of an amount, it feels very, very worth it overall. Very unlucky with the Horde Mimic troop. But you found 5 Dragonite gnomes. Nice. Yeah, the Horde Mimic takes forever. It's been out for almost a year, too. It came out last March. March 20th, I want to say? March something. But, yeah, it's been out for quite some time. And some people have gone the entire year, almost what's been a year, without one. Even if they have been hunting it. Luckily, we got 2 of those, so that's not where we got unlucky. Though we got super unlucky on the Dragon Gnomes. Or not the Dragon Gnomes, but, well, that too. But more so on the Dragonite, which is probably like the worst thing to get unlucky on. Because you burn through more gems every day that you get unlucky. So we've burned through thousands upon thousands of additional gems that we wouldn't have otherwise. So hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, Emanator. Who else did I say hello to? Hello, Imperial. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure where they are. I found 5 Cursed Gnomes since Dragonite Gnome has come out. And not a single Dragonite Gnome. At least the troop itself. Obviously, the card I found multiple times. If anything, I feel like they heightened the chance of getting the card within the Valki drop table. Because we've gotten almost like 30 of his card, yet we still haven't seen a single one of him in the wild. It's kind of weird, the mixture that we have of him. Well, we'll get him eventually. He's out there somewhere. I was going to say, we keep trying for the extra turn there. It's only a matter of time before we get it. Alright, 1 more. Well, technically 2 more. But 1 more, we can get the armor. Might as well do both. And in doing so, we might as well go wear it. We already got the outfit for it. Though I might go change it from the pink to like a redder color. So it matches it as close as we possibly can. Because why not? Throw the Marilift down. Get our Scourge of Honor. Oh no! I should have won a second Scourge. Do I even own a second Scourge of Honor now that I think about it? Because second Scourge of Honor actually would have killed there. Though it's better to have Tina if you get like a resummon on them. But now that I think about it, I'm not sure any of these battles even have a resummon that we need to worry about. So it might not even really be a factor, necessarily. I was gonna say, we better get full mana there. Already so close. Alright, there we go. And that's all the fortune we need. We go forward, and we now have ourselves the unique armor. And there we go. Crimson armor. Let's go wear it. Let's see. Go to style. Go to that one. Change appearance. Get like a color that matches it better. How's the red? Yeah, we'll go with the red. Actually, it matches the rose pretty well. And there we go. So can we change this to be a little redder? It doesn't change the lips as much, oddly enough. Like, it is changing it, but not much. Like, you can see it right here. Like, look at that compared to that. Like, it is changing it. It's just changing it very minimally. Ah, there we go. Now we got the Lapina. The bunny to go with the bunny to go with the bunny armor. Well, technically it's more of the New Year's armor, but, you know. Matches the whole theme. The whole Lapina typing. Which isn't technically a typing within the game. It's a subcategory, but not actually a typing. And of course, if we want to make the face disappear, we'll just click on it again, and then boom, disappearing face. Okay, our next order of business is to get all the pets. This will be done over the next week. We still have plenty of days. This event still goes on for, what, 8 days? Yeah, 8 days, 5 hours, so you still have 8 more times to go do this. There's plenty of time for us to go get all the pets, 6 copies, 5 at initial, then 1 for golden, and then work on the power orb, which we'll get on the very last day, as far as getting the last points in that. And then be good to go. Anyways, only other thing that we really have to do today is crowns, and then we can do whatever we want, and that one thing will be vault grinding. So let's go get the crowns real quick. Just gonna run some Dust Devil team. Pretty standard. Who knows? Maybe we'll finally find a Dragonite gnome here. One can hope. Actually, if we do, we can most likely open the egg tomorrow. Let's see if we crack anything useful. And by that I mean a brown dragon, as anything else will be very, very unuseful. And would be absolutely horrible to see. Also, no midday stream tomorrow, by the way. I'm not even sure what our next one's going to be at the moment. And then again, I don't think we have anything going on for Gems of War on Friday. Maybe we'll do Pokemon. Because they have some kind of event going on. Let's see. Take that one down. I'm not sure what our next new game will be. I kind of almost want to do Inscription. Now that we're going down, like, the Devolver Digital category. That was one of the other Devolver Digital games I've been meaning to play in, like, forever and a half. Just never got around to it. It's basically like an escape room. Combined with, like, a card game. So hello, Ricardo. Hello, Clip Bomb. Welcome, welcome. Hope all has been well. Also, I still do it with this team, even though it doesn't kill this, just because we kind of want to be finding it, of course. So to take a slightly slower battle in order to find what we actually wanted isn't that bad. Ooh, Glory Gnome. See, even without a Vault event, we still get some good loot. But yeah, this might be one of the longest durations we've had without a Vault event. Get one soon. To my understanding, it's the first Friday after Kingdom Pass. And I believe the only reason why they really delayed it was to make sure there wasn't one occurring during the Kingdom Pass. But it's going to be a little bit harder if they're going to constantly keep doing Kingdom Passes all over the place. Because that could, in theory, reduce the number of Vault events we ever get. Which I sure hope will not be the case. As so far it has. I'm actually still surprised we have a reserve of keys still going. I was definitely expecting to run out. We're still going to have 2,000 left after tonight. Well, almost 2,000. Technically slightly under 2,000. Actually, our goal is to get to that point tonight. Slightly under the 2,000 mark. I think it was mostly because of the rate at which we used them initially. Because within the first week after the orbs came out, we did like 1,000 in a week. Plus 1,000 in one day prior to that. We still got a big stack. We basically have like 3 Vault events worth. I guess that's about what 2,000 is. Well, it depends how much you grind on them, though. Though I think the next few Vault events, we might try aiming for 1,000. Assume we would eventually get one. These haven't really been occurring. How many crowns are we at? We are either 5 or 10. Obviously 5, because gosh, that would have been so quick if that was actually 10. That would be one of the quickest we ever got it done. You're going super hard on the Vault event when it comes because you're so tapped on them. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people will. Because we have actually not had a single Vault event since the Orb update. The Orb update happened midway last month. And even prior to then, did we even have a single Vault event in December? I don't think we did. What was the last Vault event? Because it's been a decent amount of time. Like, we're getting up to the 2-month mark. Which is weird because last December we had like a week-long Vault event and a normal Vault event. Hope the devs are ready. You don't want to see the servers be down. I highly doubt they'll be that loaded. Though it could if it's the same week. Like, if the first Vault event that they do this year is like a patch week and a Vault event weekend, I could see that overdoing the server slightly. But if it's just a Vault event, I don't feel like it's going to overdo it that much. Because there is a chance both of them are actually going to occur at a very similar time. The first patch this year, which is also likely to be a pretty major patch, is likely in a week. Like, it could literally be next Tuesday. Oh, no, not next Tuesday. But I mean, it could be 3 Tuesdays from now. Would most likely be the earliest time. But, like, it's probably early February. Next patch. Whereas next Vault event is also pretty likely to be around that time. Which could mean we might have 2 big pieces of content then to do that week. One would be the Vault event weekend, and the other would be whatever on Earth happens with the big 6.8 patch or whatever number we're at these days. What even is the number? It's that's not here. Check. What number are we on? We are on version 6.75. Yeah, so it is 6.8. Just double checking. It sounds slightly wrong for a second, but yeah, it is the 6.8 patch. Gosh, the number's starting to get high. When are we getting to 7.0? It's probably later next year. If I had to guess, it is likely the late August patch. It's either the late August patch or the late October patch. Is the 7.0 patch. Because it's going to be this year. Big 7.0. What on earth they're doing for it is still within question. Actually, I can't even remember what all the big .0s were. Let's see, 2.0 was, well, obviously 1.0 was launch. 2.0 was trait stones, or, you know, traits existing, which is huge. 3.0 was Underworld. Really? Yeah, it was. 4.0 was... Okay, I actually forgot 4.0, 5.0, and 6.0 now. It's funny, I only remember the earlier ones now. Actually, don't even remember some of the more recent ones. Okay, I only remember the first 3. Not the other 3. Because 1.0 was launched, 2.0 was trait stones, 3.0 was, or I say trait stones, but you know, the entirety of traits in that entire system. And 3.0 was the entirety of Underworld. Which I don't feel like Underworld has existed that long, but yeah, it kind of has. Like, Underworld still feels like semi-new. But if you break it down, yeah, it's been like 4 or 5 years since Underworld has existed in the game. So, hello, Maximus. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, your entire time back and they still haven't done a Vault event. Which is kind of crazy. Like, it's not unheard of for it to not be a perfect, like, 6-week interval. Though it normally doesn't go this long. Because Vault event's one of those weird events where, while many events in the game occur, like, every, like, 4 weeks or 6 weeks, like, religiously, Vault event is not one of those events. It is pretty sporadic when it occurs. And while it is roughly every 6 weeks, it's not perfectly always every 6 weeks. How we're gonna get to 6.9 patch. There is a chance they're not gonna move to 6.9. There's a chance we will never get a 6.9 patch. Well, next patch is 6.8. They don't always go like every 0.1. Like sometimes they'll go from like 5.7 and then go straight to 6.0 and something similar. Like just because we're getting a 6.8 does not mean we're gonna get a 6.9. It would be funny if we do. There's a good chance we're actually not getting a 6.9 patch. Though, assuming we're getting the major patch in August or especially in October, if it's around those times, then maybe it will be. Because the amount of patches that would occur beforehand would move it to a 6.9, one of them prior. Oh no, if we're getting like 7.0 during the summer, there's a chance it will not be 6.9. But you know, it'll just go straight to 7.0. The next patch will be like 6.8. The one after that could be a 6.85. And it's like, oh, let's just go 7.0. So, hello, Henry. Welcome, welcome. Oh, so do we have all the crowns yet? I feel like we do. Let's see. We do. Perfect. Okay. And now with that out of the way, let's go do a bunch of Valkies. So our minimum goal is 70 Valkies. Might do a little bit more than that, but bare minimum. We're doing 70 so that we can be finally at 2,000. Took us a while. What we got here? Alright, let's see. And we still have another 2,000 to use, which will actually take us a while. Like, we open an average of 50 per day. What is that? 40 days. That would take over a month. Which is about when the next Vault event's going to be at this rate. Let's see. Not realistically. It's likely in a few weeks. Oh, it sure feels like it's going to be another month. Any good in the orb? Nope. We did really good on orbs the other night. We got basically every type of orb in the game. Maybe not the rarity we would have wanted. But still got basically one of everything. And between the power we got the other day, it pretty much literally was one of everything. Though power is very useless these days. Like, that's not to say it won't be into the future, because I'll add more purposes to it and stuff like that. But currently, if you own Zulgoth, like if you own double Zulgoth and Enraged Karandera, you have like nothing left to use power orbs on. Because you never use a power orb as a power orb. Only ever to craft things that require power orbs. Just because they have really bad value when used. But really good value when crafting something. Lester will be so bummed. Oh, wait. Did I just do... Was that a 0 start green board? Does anyone have the quick replay of that? Was that just a 0 start green? That's not the first time that has ever happened. But gosh, it has been like a year or two since that has happened. It's not impossible, though it's very unlikely. But when using Leprechaun, or any troop for that matter, but when using Leprechaun, there is a small chance that you will get a starting board that has 0 green. It is exceedingly rare, though it does occur. It was? Oh gosh. I didn't even notice it until after the fact. I think that's the second time that has ever happened to us. I don't think we've ever had a third. In all of our years of using Leprechaun, because gosh, it has existed since 2019, if I'm not mistaken, or 2018? 2017? Somewhere around there. It's existed for a very long time. But in all of our years of using Leprechaun, I have only ever had 2 starting boards while using Leprechaun that have had 0 greens. One was a while ago, and the one apparently just happened. Very rare. Actually, speaking of which, let's go ahead and add a redeem code for the lucky, unlucky Leprechaun. Or the super unlucky Leprechaun. Honestly, luck is one of those things where I feel like if you get a certain amount of unluckiness that you're lucky. If that makes any sense. We've had that argument on stream a couple times. Where being exceedingly unlucky is actually lucky. Because you're lucky with how unlucky you are. If that makes any sense at all. Let me go ahead and add a code. Oh, we got a big orb. Unfortunately, it's not a good one. Also, if the other computer will let me paste it. Why is it not letting it go? There it is. Let me know if you guys can see that. You should be able to. It said chat disconnected, but then reconnected. Yeah, it's there. There it is. But there's a redeem code used on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. Your invite code can be found in the settings menu. Redeem code's right over there in chat. And give same as always 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, 2,500 gold. And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. Let's keep doing orbs. At minimum, we're doing until we hit 2,000. And we're probably going to go a little bit further than 2,000. That 2,000 is the goal. Yeah, 120. Yeah, we got 57 more. We're probably going to do slightly more than that. As we don't really have anything else to clear out this weekend. Pretty much all the weeklies are done. Hello, Lester. Welcome, welcome. Hey, another big orb. Another slightly useless one. The day when a blue orb is considered bad. Oh gosh. I kind of do feel that way now. Like, after the changes to orbs, blue is kind of a bad orb now. At least, like, super late in the game. Like, the value's still there. It's just, you get to a point where you have so many of them that getting more doesn't necessarily do anything. Like, at least in theory, a purple orb still does. If you get excess purple orbs, that's more so just luck protection for when you get super unlucky on a mythic. But the same doesn't occur with blue orbs because they're 100% consistent. So you never need to, like you're never going to run out once you have, like, an ultra surplus. Whereas something like keys, you could theoretically run out if you got a lot of super ultra absurdly unlucky weeks in a row. Like, I'm talking like 5,000 plus gem keys per mythic. Like, multiple times over odds. So where are the new ones? Speaking of new orbs, we haven't gotten a single new orb yet. Between every orb we've opened this stream. Even a few that we got from the weekly event. They're out there somewhere. But yeah, I almost like a purple orb now more than a blue. They're both still good though. Hello, George. Welcome, welcome. Come on, so many major orbs. They're all heading missing mark, I mean. I really want another gold Orb of Glory. A major Orb of Glory. The golden Orb of Glory. Because I think we've only ever gotten 3 or 4 in the lifetime of it. No! What am I supposed to do with a useless power orb? Also, why do we keep getting power orbs? That's 2 power orbs within 3 days. Or is it 4? When was the other one? Was it on Thursday? Or today's Saturday. It was either on Wednesday or Thursday when we got the previous power orb. I could have sworn it was Thursday, though I don't remember. I know it was a couple days ago. It was definitely this week, that's for sure. Yeah, what on earth am I supposed to do with a 1% rare power orb? Put it in the stack with the other dozens? Oh yeah, the devs still haven't replied on the forums yet about the whole situation. I'm not sure when they're going to. Like, obviously they're not going to fix the issue, because there's really no point in doing so. By the time they even could, it's like already too late. But they haven't made like any official posts like fully describing everything. The only thing we've rarely gotten was like a brief message the day that it happened, like, hey, we're aware of this issue. And that's basically the full extent. Is they are aware of the issue, and that's it. Nothing more. At least not yet, anyways. Hello, JW. Welcome, welcome. Oh, we'll go for Displosion there. Also, getting that gem key stack there just reminded me, we have so many spirit gem keys. I feel like I've been using very minimal on mythics lately. We haven't even been getting super lucky on them. It's just because we've been getting so many from opening over Valkis that we're actually earning gem keys at a substantially quicker rate than what we're consuming them at the moment. To such a degree, I'm actually at 16,000 gem keys. And by the time we go through like all 2,000 Valkis, this number is going to be like 18,000. Even accounting for like the mythics that we're going to get during that time. And while this key number says 0, we have a lot of them. Like, this number is actually like tens of thousands. I've done the math on it many times. I don't remember where it's at these days, but it is in the tens of thousands. You have to account for every purple orb you have. Actually, one interesting thing, with changes that they made to how the support pack works for your guild, in the current state of the game, unless you got them previously, it is actually impossible to have physical seal keys. There's currently no way to get a physical seal key drop within the game anymore. You used to be able to get it from the $5, $10, and $20 guild bundles that are in the guild. Like when anytime anyone in your guild like would get one, it would do all of them across your entire guild. But that's not the case anymore. Like, it gives different loots. Ones that prioritize more so the buyer rather than everyone in the guild. But in doing so, there's actually no way to physically get, like, actual, like, guild keys. Like, obviously you could spend to get guild keys. Like, as in, you know, your seals. But as far as, like, physically having them as a numerical number in that page, it's actually impossible. Unless you had some from when they used to be available through such means. There's nothing that drops guild keys as actual physical guild keys, unlike many of the other keys that have many physical drop methods. Even VIP keys have a few. They're very rare, but they have adventure board. If you're VIP, they also have the tasks, or, you know, when you get them on one of your 3 daily offers. Sometimes they hand them out for various holidays and stuff like that. Like, normally their anniversary is a pretty common one, but sometimes some other times as well. I dislike till 1,800. What do you mean? We're level 1,800. Look at this number right here. Look at that number and tell me it doesn't have a 1 and 8 in it. Hey! Oh, Major Orb of Foraging! Finally! We actually got something today. I guess we also got a Power Orb, but that doesn't count. Out of all the keys we've done in orbs we've done this entire stream, that is the first one that has been any of the new 4. It's actually rather surprising. Hey, Dragonite Gnome. Not the one I'm looking for, though. He's Dragonite Gnome by name only. He's not actually a Dragonite Gnome. It's not the wild variety. Hey! Orb of Minion. Okay, we're just rolling all the luck all of a sudden. Where's our gold Orb of Glory? Also 1 mana short. That's unfortunate. Hey, we got some slime. I think I already have that max, but I'll go check just in case. We do indeed have it max. They really need to change the pet system. It is so hard to get pets you don't have. So we finished this, right? Yeah, we did. Actually, it's weird. We have exactly 50 remaining. Well, it's not a whole number like that. Well, obviously, it's always a whole number, but you know what I mean. Like, not that clean of a number. Let's keep doing Valkis. Minimum 29 more. Might do a little bit more than that, though. Take a red, take a red. Oh, why did I do that? I should have went till we got Magma Dragon up. Sometimes you can have a weird situation where the other one doesn't get up all the way. And you just end up mana blocking it, which is never good. What are we doing for Sunday stream? I'm not going to have a midday stream tomorrow. Actually, I'm not sure when our next midday stream is going to be, as far as exact date. Of course, we did the entirety of Death's Door today, which was pretty decent. And next on our list will probably be Inscription, which will be next weekend. Which I need to double check. I'm not sure if it's actually completable within a weekend. I feel like it would be. Though I actually don't know what the length of the game even is. Like, even approximately. Though the approximation isn't always too correct. Because Death's Door approximation was like 10 to 12 hours. Though maybe it meant for like full completion. Because if you were just going till the end, or you know, until you did like the final boss, it was way closer to like 8 hours. Not even 8 hours. Probably like 6 or 7 actually. Because there's all the extra stuff that made it go on longer. And that was with a sizable amount of deaths too. It's not like we were one-shotting everything. Yeah, the main thing I don't know about a lot of midday streams is I actually have a couple doctor's appointments coming up the next week or two. Or the next couple weeks. There's a bunch of yearly checkups, blood testing, all the kind of standard stuff. I was able to get pretty cheap insurance the other year. And I'm utilizing like every free thing it has as much as I possibly can, so I actually get my money's worth. Most of those have been scheduled for the next couple weeks. Hey, Major Blue. Yes, many deaths added to a time. There was only 2 bosses that gave us a lot of deaths. And it was the last 2 storyline bosses. Though we didn't really fight much of the post-game related bosses. Not sure how hard it would even be, the other post-game boss. Because we found like a bunch of mini ones, but we didn't fight like the post-game boss. Mostly because it requires like 100% completion. Which realistically, without guides, would probably take like 20 hours. Which is why we didn't do it. We're eventually going to get around to it, though. About 12 more orbs and we'll be at the big 2000. Actually, we just passed the year date. Oh no. I didn't even notice. We passed the 2023. Actually, I remember something really funny that I did around the time of college. Because when I was going to college, it was 2013 going into 2014. Hey, an ingot. Hey, we don't have 69 anymore. But basically what happens was it was 2013 going into 2014. And my house number, like, you know, that number on your house. So well, you know what a house number is. I don't think I need to explain it. But, you know, my house number was 2013. But the date was also 2013 going into 2014, or, you know, the year number. So there were so many things that I was signing off on and, like, mixing up the two numbers just because of the shift. Because obviously the house number stayed 2013. But with the whole, like, 2013, 2014 thing, it, like, messed with my brain so much. And I'm pretty sure there are multiple pieces of documentation that I put, like, them inverse on, on accident. Just not really thinking fully. Just, like, mixing the two numbers. Because for 1 year, they were both the same, 2013 and 2013. But then the next year, one was 2014, and the other one obviously still 2013. But there were some times when I was doing, like, 2014 for both. Let's see, we'll take that one over. What's the next game about? What, Inscription? It's basic. Oh, a lesser orb. It's basically an escape room. Gameplay-wise, I think it's most like Slay the Spire, oddly enough. It's basically like a Slay the Spire escape room. Which is definitely an interesting combination. I've only done a couple escape rooms in real life. I think 3? 2? 3? Kind of lost count. I've done a couple, handful of them. There's not really any near me. Even if there was, I don't really have anyone near me to go with. Generally. Because despite living here for, gosh, how many years have I been back here now? 6, 7? I still haven't really made any friends in the area. Mostly because I just never go out. Or if I do go out, it's not to socialize, it's just to, you know, do something. Next Monday I need to go to the bank. And obviously I'm not going to be, like, socializing with anyone. Just going to go there, do some banking, and get out of there. Because I was going to do it last Monday, but then I forgot it was a holiday. I think it was Martin Luther King's birthday or something. This is like a national holiday. Two more orbs for the good old 2000. There's an extra turn somewhere in there. There it is. I was going to say, there's no way none of that's an extra turn. There's too much clustered together. Too much staircasing going on. There we go. We're officially at 2,000 keys. Ah, the stack is finally getting small. If only there was a Vault event to make it big again. I wonder what will happen when we hit 0 vault keys. It'll feel weird seeing this menu where we can't click on use vault key. But there we go. Big 2000. Now to hit 1,000. Though I'm pretty sure we'll get another vault event before we hit 1,000 vault keys. I sure hope so. We better get another vault event before we hit 1,000. I'm not sure what we're going to do when we hit 0. It's one of those numbers that I kind of forgot it's even possible for it to hit 0. But it eventually will. Not soon, but eventually. Sometime this year. Sometime between now and the end of the year, we will have a vault key number that says 0. We're very close to it. Is I might always keep like some small reserve in case they throw like a curveball update out of nowhere. Like, oh, hey, there's this new drop in the Valky drop table. All of a sudden. Though if they do, we still have a gigantic reserve of epic Valkies. Which I'm saving more so in case they ever add unique drops to there. Because there's still a non-zero chance they will. It's unlikely they will, but it's not impossible. And if you don't have any epic Valkies and they add something to that drop table, you know you'd want to have some. At least some amount laying around. Which is why we save all of them. I think I've only ever used like 10 epic Valkies on this account. The rest we've just hoarded forever. So the amount of epic Valkies we have on this account is almost our lifetime amount of epic Valky. 2015, we finally organized our Animal Crossing islands. It is still a gigantic mess. We had a very ambitious idea, and we did all the collectathon aspects of it. But the actual amount of time it would take to make my island into the idea of what I wanted to make it into, with the tools that are available in Animal Crossing, with how slow it is, would probably take another 500 hours. Like, we'd have to work on it like a few hours a day for a year to like get it to be proper. That are like 10 hours a day for like almost 2 months. It's mostly because everything is so slow in that game. Like compared to like Sims or I don't know, I feel like almost even Minecraft would be slightly quicker. Even though I haven't really played Minecraft. Because it's the first time they've ever messed around with that much customization. And they made some of it very, very, very slow and clunky, as it's kind of like their first ordeal into it. So they've probably learned a lot of things that will do a lot better whenever they do it next time around. Which I wonder when they will release the next Animal Crossing game. I feel like it'll be on the next console and not on the current console. Because it was the best-selling game pretty much on the Switch. The only thing that outdid it was Mario Kart, but of course it was going to. Mario Kart outsells everything. So that new Fire Emblem game came out the other, I think it came out on Friday. I didn't bother getting it. Honestly, one of the things that made me not get it is the main character looks awful. Like, it is one of the, like, few games where I saw the protagonist's appearance and was like, I'll skip on it. Like, I don't even know too much about the gameplay or anything else. I just saw what the main protagonist is that we're going to have to deal with for like 50 plus hours. And just figured I'd pass. There you go. Maybe do a live stream of organizing it. Oh gosh, that would be like a horror deal. I'm not even sure where we would start with trying to organize the Animal Crossing Islands. I guess the first part would be fix the flower situation, which is probably overgrown like crazy because time is still going by in that game. So like every tile is probably a flower by now. But like fix the flower situation that is probably overgrown exceedingly. And fix the storage issue, where we have, like, probably over 1,000 items on the ground. And your storage is like a cap of 40 per inventory. So to move all of those into storage would take alone, like, 5 hours. Just to physically grab the items off the ground and put them into a storage space. That's like clearing out an actual locker, which I have done in real life before. And it is just as annoying. Except in the physical world. Instead of digitally. And when I say locker, I mean storage lockers. As there are different varieties of lockers. Actually, what kind of normal locker have I ever used as a kid? I think I only ever used one in middle school. For whatever reason, they like required us to use lockers in middle school. Which I still don't understand to this day. Like, it wasn't like, here's a locker, you could use it or not use it. It was like, you are mandated to use these lockers. Which is just very strange. Those 2 years of middle school were like the only 2 years I've ever used like a school-related locker for anything. Oh, the Phoenicia one-shot. That's really rare. It happens occasionally. And by occasionally, I mean I think that's the third time it has ever happened. But hey, that's still occasionally. Though what's helping is that extra 2 magic we got this week. That +8. If there's any week it's going to happen, it's this week. Oh, so you know what? We can actually have higher magic. I don't need 20% mana start. I can actually run the pure magic build. Probably should have been this whole time. Like, very rarely is that going to make a difference, but it can. The only reason I normally have the 20% is most teams, you know, end up utilizing it. However, this one does not need it. So we can just go all in. Now, where are we on Valkies? Let's do another 7. Actually, that means we would have done 100. Yeah, let's do another 7. That'd be 100 total Valkies this stream then. That sounds like a pretty nice number to do. If we did that every single day, we would run out of Valkies by the time the next Vault event comes around. Poor delayed Vault event. It'll happen eventually. But yeah, if we actually did this many Valkies every night, we would run out of Valkies before the next Vault event. Which is kind of sad. More so how long it's taken for us to get a Vault event. Though this was a reserve for multiple years. Like, a Vault event will come and we'll go through those keys very quickly. Even if we farm 1,000 Vault keys during an event, that will be depleted within a month, easily. Because that's like, what, 33 per day, approximately? Give or take a little. Because normally they're like 6 weeks apart. 6 weeks is what, 42 days? 42 days is, what would that be going into that number? It'd be like 25 keys? 25-ish? Somewhere around there. It's like 25 keys per day. Like, if a Vault event consistently happened every 6 weeks and you farmed about 1,000-ish keys from them, it is roughly 25 Vault keys per day, counting everything. Because you also get them from a few events here and there. But you would roughly have to open 25 Vault keys a day and farm, if you're going to consume 1,000 Vault keys every time you do a Vault event. Oh, there we go. We did 100. And we got a couple good drops. We got a Major Orb of Forging. We got a Power Orb. Though I'm not sure if that's considered a good drop. We got a Pet Orb. That one was good. Or a Minion one. I always call it Pet Orbs. I'm not sure why it's called Minions. I guess it kind of makes sense. But I always call the Orb of Glories Bronze, Silver, and gold medals. Or gold, yeah, basically that. Gold orbs, gold medals. I mean, that's basically what they do. They just medal up troops. But I just call those Bronze, Silver, Gold. I keep calling the Minion one Pet. And the only two I actually call by their name are the Ingot and Forging ones. The useless ingot ones and the foraging for the Doom Scrolls. I mean, for the Doom weapons. Which save you Doom Scrolls. But anyways, does anyone else have any other questions? Anything you want me to go over? Any other anythings? Otherwise, no midday stream tomorrow, but we will be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll go over all the weekly spoilers. If the devs have mentioned anything about all the shenanigans this week, we'll mention it on stream. Hopefully with their official post, which I would assume they're doing tomorrow night. Let's sure hope so. Because we'll all be back in the office, so they'll probably have something planned to mention for it. Aside from that, yeah, we'll go over all the weeklies, finish up any loose ends for the week. And there are a few, don't forget, finishing out the campaign, as well as everything with the current raid event that's going on right now. Also, if you haven't already picked it up, definitely make sure to get the Adana weapon. The Adana weapon, while kind of average right now, we are getting an Adana rework in a couple months, which is a pretty good idea to use that for. Also, hello, Bill Warhammer. Welcome, welcome. Did I say hello to you earlier? Welcome. Alright, this will be our final orb. Come on, something not useless. It's kind of useless. There we go. Oh, I never did adventure board. Hold up, let me grab those real quick. It's technically under the category of something. Plus, we gotta save those gems somehow. It's 50 gems right there. We're gonna waste 300 a day on Dragonite. Gotta make some of it back. And that will help it. Yeah, I can't forget the good dailies. It's some of the best value you can ever get doing those quick adventure board tasks. And we have a gem key on the other one, which isn't a lot of loot, but hey, that's how much there are in each one of the redeem codes. It's a sizable amount. Like, a Valky's still always good. Like, there's not a single point in the game where, like, a Valky becomes useless. Unlike something like the orange orb we just got, like that major orange. Like, you reach a point where, like, that orb does nothing at all for you. But you never really reach a point where Gem Key does nothing. It's always a way to get a new mythic. And while you might have so many that might not be as big a deal, like we currently have like 20,000 something. But, you know, every single little bit helps keep this stack up. And of course, there's always those unlucky mythics that take 3,000, 5,000. Similar numbers. It's rare that they take that many, but they do happen. I think our highest was like 6,000 something gem keys. Well, that's an exceedingly big outlier. It's not impossible to get that unlucky. Little luck normally bounces out, like when you get mythic within like 50 keys. Or 200 keys. Man, anyways, guys, that'll wrap it up for now. We'll be back tomorrow, same time as always. You guys know the drill. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. As per every Sunday, we'll be going over all the weekly spoilers, finishing up any loose ends throughout the week, and hopefully we'll be able to chat about the issue with the campaign this week. Hopefully it'll have an official post on that. Maybe like what they're doing for compensation, though they still haven't really even done the full compensation for the other thing yet, so who knows at this point. They've been having a lot of issues lately. But anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe out there. Have a wonderful, wonderful time. Also, happy Lunar New Year if any of you celebrate. I'm pretty sure there's almost no one, but in case you do, it is the holiday tomorrow. And I will catch you guys later. Goodbye, everyone, and thanks for watching.